So we have the PWM Malevolent. This is a brand new synth to Tamara Music. Actually, there's been dealership acquired by Innovative Music in Melbourne, and due to them being a supplier of us, we now have access to this. This is for the curious and encouraged sound designer. It's a little analog synthesizer, which is actually semi-modular. So what we're looking at here is something which has got all these little different patch points, which you can go and interface with full modular. Yeah, if you're looking for something which really pushes the boat out as far as finding new wacky sounds, because it does do that. It drives, it goes sort of fairly hard, I would say. Little arpeggiator in here, it's got an LFO, you've got two VCOs, two envelopes, you've got your filter section here with multiple filter outputs, inputs, and then we have here your sort of amp section, and on the back is a few connection points as well. It's pretty tiny, it's actually really small. It's USB-C bus powered. I haven't even tried that yet. I'm just powering it off the wall today. But yeah, we're gonna play some sounds. We're gonna interface it with this modular system here, and we're gonna put it through this lovely Earthquaker Devices Avalanche Run, because as with any synth, you want effects to go with it, whether it's like chorus or overdrive or reverb and delay. So yeah, hope you like the sound of this. I've had a lot of fun trying to make some music with it too. So in the background, you'll hear some random jams that I had whilst I had this at my place. Let's go. So basically what we're doing is we're listening to all the sounds of the PWM Malevolent, but yeah, I'm interfacing with the brand new ALM Busy Circuits Pamela's Pro Workout, which is basically a highly editable multi-output sequencer, gate sequencer, quantizer, you name it kind of thing. It just basically opens up a lot of synthesizers, and I could have got this synth with the keyboard, but it's a really interesting way to interface, because basically you're kind of putting all your faith into this little module here and saying, hey, give me note information, give me a gate sequence, so give me some sort of triggers. So I've set that up here, and yeah, it sounds really good, I reckon. Means I can go and tweak as well. Even though there's an arpeggiator on board, it was doing all the note stuff. So yeah. Let's have a listen to that sequence just quickly without the effects as well, because it's a fairly big upgrade here having the Avalanche Run. So that is that. I'm gonna depatch this whole thing here, and yeah, I'll just show you how you get back to a very basic starting point with a synthesizer. Like with any synth, it's nice to get back to like an initialized patch. There's no presets here, so like I said, for someone who is curious and wants to go and find new sounds, for a beginner, you go, okay, how do I make any sounds out of this thing? It's like, well, let's have the filter all the way open. We've got two oscillators here in these VCO sections. So let's turn that oscillator all the way down. This oscillator can go like 50%. Make sure you've got a waveform selected. I'll just put that tuning knob right in the middle. Put the fine tune in the middle too. These can all be down because they're like modulation sources. This oscillator is down, so we can just ignore that. Envelope 1 is not going to be used yet. Envelope 2 is the amp envelope, so I'm going to turn the sustain up. And this here is envelope 2 is normalized. Here, there's all these normalized connections, so we should now have. And that's LFO2, oh sorry, LFO goes to this amount here. That's off. We'll do something here which is like a filter sweep. We'll just choose this note. So this filter gets fairly gnarly pretty quickly, so I'm just going to bring this up at like about 25%, and we'll have a listen to that. We will do 50%. And we'll do 75%. And we'll do 100% as well. Yeah, so as I said, it sort of gets that really kind of, it gets really angry pretty quickly. So think of like MS-20 or like Arturia, sort of that the Steiner Parker type filter. It's that kind of fairly aggressive sort of sound. But like you heard in those modular sort of interfacing demos, you can get it to sound sort of very gentle and pretty as well. So just to quickly talk about the VCO section. They're actually both the same. So I'll just give you a quick insight into what's happening there. We've got this master pitch control, so we'll just open up the filter. The range is pretty massive, like you've also got keyboards octave ranges here as well with these handy little lights. You can go lower, down to clicks. And then we have a fine tune control as well. So if you're playing with two oscillators and you want to make sure they're in tune with each other. Oh, that was lucky. That was just a very lucky coincidence. There's a really interesting harmonic thing is happening there between the two oscillators. Yeah, so then we've got that fine tune knob, which I'll leave there for now. We have a shape, like a manual shape control for the sound. Which is like a waveform. I don't know whether it's necessarily a wave folder, but it's messing around with the actual shape of each waveform, which you can actually select all three at once. Then you can actually go and have the triangle wave LFO modulate that shape control as well. That's why we were getting interesting stuff. Shape mod was turned up all the way on Oscillator 2, and they were in tune with each other, and the LFO triangle wave was affecting this shape mod. Which just sounds mad. So I'm just gonna keep rolling with that. That was pretty cool. That was definitely an accident. So that's the thing with synths like this, as you learn and you figure out what stuff's going on, you have little happy accidents like that where you go, wow, what the hell was that? Let's write a song around that whole thing. So yeah, shape mod, like I said, that's what that cool stuff was doing there. We've got this envelope 1. Anything that's in green is basically the normalized connection. So you don't need to get a patch cable out and go, hey, give me envelope 1 output, which is over here, and now go to the input here. It's just already normalized. Which allows you to go and make kick drum sounds, for example. So you can go and choose like a triangle wave. You might want to go down an octave again. and you've got like a sort of intense sort of techno kick drum. So that quick normalization of a few of these parameters is really nice. So yeah, I'm getting carried away and lost as per usual. Yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had with the interaction between those two oscillators, which right now I'll just go and show you how they kind of have this natural kind of beating against each other. There's this like kind of sound where one is going consistently, the second oscillator comes in and they sort of like start clashing and wavering. Now we're just going to tune these. I'm going to go up an octave here. So yeah, it's definitely got some character and it's got some aggression. We'll just do that same thing again here with this Avalanche Run effect. So that's the PWM Malevolent. This will be in store, ready for you to come and play. I've had a lot of fun playing with this over the last couple of days. It sounds really great. It's this really interesting price point as well, that sort of $1,000 synthesizer, which just is it's a lot of bang for buck basically. So the actual sides of this come off. So there's some sort of ability here, which I don't know what actually that's designed for you, apart from like putting your own custom panels on the side. Like, you literally could replace this with a piece of wood if you want to make it look like a bit of vintage gear. Definitely come in and give it a go. Have a listen to more videos. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.